The Book of Eli prequel TV series will star John Boyega as a young Eli, but as exciting as the news regarding the upcoming sequel is, a brilliant casting opportunity is now missed. Based on the 2010 post-apocalyptic action movie directed by the Hughes brothers, The Book of Eli centers around a mysterious man named Eli who is on a self-proclaimed mission from God that can restore humanity to its pre-apocalyptic glory. Rife with well-choreographed action scenes and one of the best movie twists of the 2010s, the Book of Eli prequel series is positioned to do well. John Boyega starring in the Book of Eli prequel series as well as serving as one of its producers suggests that the A-list star might be able to bring about a renewed interest in the underrated Denzel Washington action flick, while also answering plenty of unanswered questions from the Book of Eli. Furthermore, if the Book of Eli prequel series turns out to be a success, it could lead to further expansions of the oft-forgotten film's lore. Nevertheless, despite the wealth of possibilities surrounding the upcoming series, the Book of Eli prequel series already missed a great casting opportunity. The Book of Eli prequel TV series missed out on casting John David Washington. Seeing Washington in the role his father played would provide a unique opportunity not yet seen in his filmography. John Boyega as Finn wields a blue lightsaber in Star Wars, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. While it isn't a requirement to cast John David Washington in a prequel show based on a character that his father played, it would have been a nice touch considering their relationship. While Boyega is a fine actor in his own right, as seen in Attack the Block, Imperial Dreams, and the Star Wars saga among many other projects, there's an undeniable sense that Hollywood could have gotten meta with a John David casting. With Washington's familiarity with similar themes as seen in Tenet and The Creator, his presence in the prequel could have worked. While the Book of Eli prequel series has plenty of potential given the ways it can innovate the lore, Washington has proven to be more of the leading man type with much of his filmography. Although it's a tall order to beat or even equal anything Denzel Washington has done, John David's work in the TV series Ballers, his breakout role in Black KKK, and his comedic chops in Amsterdam prove he can carry his own franchise. Will John David Washington appear in the Book of Eli prequel series? It is unknown if John David Washington will appear in the Book of Eli prequel series. John David Washington as Harold Woodsman in Amsterdam. As the details surrounding the Book of Eli are incredibly scarce, it is highly doubtful that Washington will make an appearance in the series. While the idea of Washington portraying the younger version of his father's character would be a great Easter egg, the reality is that Boyega is arguably the bigger of the two, given the caliber of roles the two actors have taken on. While Washington has displayed a strong affinity for more character-driven roles, Boyega's star power alone is more of a compelling reason for Hollywood to greenlight his vision for the Book of Eli's prequel series. Additionally, Washington is currently filming the upcoming drama, The Piano Lesson, based on the 1987 August Wilson play of the same name. The Piano Lesson sees Washington as Boy Willie Charles, an impulsive young man living in 1930s Pittsburgh struggling to come to terms with his family's history regarding a piano made by his slave ancestors. While it's possible that he could divide his time between the two projects, Washington's efforts are likely to go directly to The Piano Lesson given its weightier subjects, and his successful run with the playwright's 2022 interpretation of the story. Have John David Washington and Denzel Washington ever worked on the same project together? John David Washington and Denzel Washington have not appeared together on screen yet. Denzel and John David Washington have not worked together on screen despite the familial connection between the two, perhaps because the younger Washington wants to establish himself first. After all, the concept of nepotism is one that's been thrown around a lot in Hollywood in recent months, whether or not the label is deserved. However, relatives work together in the entertainment industry all the time, and as long as the projects have a sincere degree of effort put into them, most audiences aren't going to lose a lot of sleep over it. A good example of a father and son pairing working out well on screen is in the 1987 classic, Wall Street, starring Martin and Charlie Sheen. A more contemporary example is the number of movies Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons have starred in, also resulting in some great performances. Father and son duo Kurt and Wyatt Russell have also had success working together. In fact, their current project, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, finds them playing the same character at different points in his life. With that example as the perfect blueprint, it's even more of a shame that the Book of Eli prequel series missed out on the father-son casting.